season. And it'll only get louder as the collective 12th man starts cheering for their Seahawks. Welcome to Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, there's an NFC fighting storm between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Seattle Seahawks. Michael Dixon with the honor of getting us started. And away we go from Lumen Field. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Run begins with a run by Irving. Nice 70-yard chunk on the opening snap of this game.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
After that little 8-yard scooch, here comes 2nd and 2. Right back to Irving now. They crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yep, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
First down, here's Baker. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That is a DB's best phrase, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. 3rd and long for him here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that brings up 4th and long.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Let's go now.
Now it's Milrow. Here's a screen out for Walker. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Connects on the crosser. 30. He's at the 10. There it is. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. We give to Irving to start this drive. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gives you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks, and really create some indecision now defensively.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed, and someone was there to make a play on it.
Now, what you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off. Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Here we go. Start. Ready, ready.
Give up the gun to Walker. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, ready.
Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches.
Third down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Milroe's going to sneak it. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
Ready.
First down throw here from Milroe. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be a yard shy of the first as they force him out after the gain of 9.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all. You try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? It's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
This is Walker on second. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out. 3rd and short.
He's got Smith and Jigba for the catch. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
Go. Let go.
Now an inside give to Walker. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You gain that kind of yards in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Milroe from the gun. On the move, headed right. And they don't get any help on this 2nd down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that 1st down marker. You found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, denies the 1st down.
That's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
Really, when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks drive out to an early 14-0 lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Catch made by Bucky Irving. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. From the gun, Mayfield. And that is how our 1st quarter will end as that pass falls incomplete. And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our 1st quarter. The Seahawks with an early lead. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They'll be set up with 3rd and only 1. Left side gets it out quick, and it's caught. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
The They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Baker throwing again. Completed over the middle. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Bucs have the first.
That's another Buccaneers first down.
Throwing again, it's Mayfield. Down the field, Evans has it. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Buccaneers first down. A gain of 21 yards. And the Buccaneer first down.
From the red zone on first. He's got it, it's in close. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. But the effort still sets him up with a 1st and goal.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you can depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Mayfield now from the gun. Catch made. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Mayfield keeps it himself. And he's in for the touchdown. The Buccaneers start to fight back with their first points of this game. Baker Mayfield the touchdown. On a quarterback sneak to the end zone. On his Chase McLaughlin for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Buccaneers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Ready.
From the gun, Milrow. Catch is made down the right sideline. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. One play in, and they are already close to midfield.
Let's go now. Pat the 60. Pat the 60.
Here's Milrow, 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Buccaneers territory.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Shotgun now for Milrow. Getting out to his left. He tucks it and takes off. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
Here we go. Ready.
Walker on 1st down. And he's charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
2nd down now, they need 7.
Ready.
To throw, here's Milrow. In by Arroyo on the right side. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Here's Milroe to throw. And the Buccaneers are going to get home as they drop him. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this 2nd down.
Yeah, look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home.
And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
Milroe throwing on 3rd down. That one is caught. Morton has it. All the way. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks will add to their lead at the end of the half. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock. Now we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just a machine. Surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. 1st down. Here's Baker. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to have this down at the 42-yard line. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Tampa Bay.
Mayfield on 1st and 10. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not at the standard they set for themselves.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. He completes it in traffic. And this one doesn't go far. Tampa spends its 2nd timeout now. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates now as a receiver in the open field.
3rd down. Here's Mayfield. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Sticking in the air. Here's Mayfield. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on. And with those 3 points, you just dig yourself out of a little bit of a hole. You know, coming out of halftime, you've got to firmly be in comeback mode.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. Making some progress here. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. Return coming from the 6. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number 1 objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half. And that kick returner he took matters in his own hands.
First down throw here from Milrow. There's a screen out for Walker. And he'll get it up to the 44.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Now Walker. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Ready, set.
First and 10 from the 43.
Ready. Ready.
Milrow from the gun. To the left, he's got a roll up. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. Well, what a stretch to begin the game, Brock. That finally his first incompletion. He had been perfect across so many looks before that.
Hard. It's just hard to be perfect with that kind of precision. That was rhythm. It's truly rhythm personified.
Yeah, it makes you marvel at the NFL record, doesn't it? Got to slid this great note from our stats savant, Daniel Kitchen. Phillip Rivers owns that record, Brock. 25 straight completions to begin a game. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back still doing it to this day.
On carry, this is Najee Harris. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. He gets a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You spring a big game like that, Kate, on the interior, 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
Hand off to Walker from the gun. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
The one thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Staying with Walker. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
No throw, third and long. Caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a first and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice.
And he's going to have the touchdown. We'll see if he gets to keep this, though, Brock. We've got some laundry on the field. Wrong time to get caught for holding. Backed him up as they'll retry this first and goal. To the air, Milrow. Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. Jamel Dean makes the play. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity that looks in that close, particularly as we get through the second half. But once you get, you have to finish with points.
Goes to the hurry up here. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be third down. To the air on third and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Buccaneers out and into punt formation. And he gets it away from his end zone. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 49.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. First and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. Give him 24 yards on that one. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10. Walker now from the gun. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Brought down by the former Seattle first-rounder Jordan Brooks.
Okay, the 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. But you're going to have to pick up the pace.
He finds Smith and Jigba right side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
They'll go with Walker on the counter. Solid gain on that play, Brock. That's 5 yards. It's going to be second down.
Humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front seven.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now second and 5. Running with Walker again. And he's stopped after a gain of about 5. That's going to set him up with first and goal. He gets 6 on that play, and that will set up first and goal. So we hit the end of the third quarter. The Seahawks have the football, up a couple of scores to start the fourth quarter. First and goal now as they try to pad this lead. It's Walker on the give. And he takes this one in for a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks making a 3-score game in the fourth. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Extra point try now from Pinheiro. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks push their lead to 18. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Okay, well that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. First and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled for a short gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
That's Evans making the catch outright. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Irving here from the gun. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have second and 4.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like we got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage. Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Pushes it towards his running back, but it's going to wind up incomplete. That brings up fourth down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
Desperation time here on fourth. Out left and Otten makes the grab. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. So they come through with 6, and they're rewarded for going for it on fourth down. First down from the 41. Throwing again, it's Mayfield. Catch made over the middle. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Now come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Baker throwing again. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Short pass brought in. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter, but they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Love.
Intercepted. Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Ready.
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he's brought down as the drive starts out in a 4-yard gain.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Ready.
2nd down, Walker's going to get it again. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready.
To the ground with Walker. And now all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
That's
Pass
another
the 60. Pass the 60.
first down. 1st and 10.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Seahawks nearing their 2nd win of the campaign. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Ready. Get up.
The give now to Walker. And this will be stopped after a nice 6-yard pickup there on 1st down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
Get it.
Running is Walker. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Here we go.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down.
Go.
It's a design run from Milroe. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down.
18 Cardinal.
setting up for the kneel down on
60
third.
Bison, 60 Bison.
So several thousand 12th men and women cheering as the Seahawks win at home. And this thing of losing such a close one the week before, apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Heward and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks winners as we say so long from Seattle.